In this video is where I install a J-pole and put some APs on of a new RV park that I have. It's got over 400 spots in it. And be sure to watch at the end of this video with some photos of a couple days after I install the APs, where I ran the wires from the APs down to the box I mounted on the side of the wall. I did not get any video because I was by myself and I was in a hurry to get it done. So be sure to watch to the end of the video and watch the photos of the next day when I put in the box and ran the wires.
Well, we got a new RV park to set up the infrastructure, the APs, and I got to figure out exactly where I'm going to put them. I know where I'm going to put the first one here at the office, but let me show you the layout of the span of the RV park. Goes all the way on the other side of them trees, a good 1,000 feet. Then all these here, and another 1,000 to 2,000 feet past them trees. I think it's like almost 3,000 feet from one end to the other of the RV park. And you got some here, and you got the pool and all over here. But I'm gonna mount the main pole where it starts up here somewhere. Probably some right in here, and be able to point a 120 sector going that direction. I think I got to point it somewhere like a 260 degrees. That will give me the 120 radius that will cover all these from here all the way over to here, and then put another sector pointing something like 60 degrees, 30 degrees. I can't remember. I have to look and see. I wrote it down, and that will get it from there over this way. And if you look close enough, if I can zoom in, there's a bathhouse or some kind of building they have right there. I think it's their like recreation room next to a volleyball court, which I get a AP on there from here. Then I can shoot around them trees and get to a bathhouse down there. But I got to be sure I can point from here and be able to point that direction, and be able to see that bathhouse. You can't tell if that's the bathhouse or the recreation building. I'm gonna say that's the recreation building. The bathhouse is down on the end that way, and one down that way. So I got to be sure if I put it on this side, these trees right here is going to get in the way. So I'm going to have to put it over on this side right here to be able to see the corner. Probably put it right here so I can actually see what I see right now. So that's where I'm going to mount it, right here. Go get the bar, get the tube of tar and the screws and the drill and all that good stuff, and see if we can get this mounted here. We got the first AP up and leveled and pointing the direction that it needs to be. Now we got to put another one and attach it here and point it this direction. So this one here that's up now will get all the ones from there around to about the pink right there. And then the next one will go from the pink pretty much all the way that way. Then we'll put a relay to the building over there to get around on the other side of them trees, and then put another AP over there. And we may have to send a point-to-point from that building straight down to the bathhouse to get these RVs on the other side of these trees. But we'll see when we get this up and running and go do some testing. Okay, we got the second AP up. Nice. All right, it's 2 up. Now probably the point to point is probably going to attach right here and be pointed over to there. Have to get another pole. I mainly want to get this up and running as soon as the electrician comes out and puts me a power supply out on the wall down here. Then I can mount my box, get my backhaul, run some wires and get these fed, because I got like in this area here I got like 4 people already signed up, and I got 4 or 5 down that way that signed up. But then I got 1 on the other side of them trees, so I got about 8 or 9 or so. But we're gonna get this up and running. Hopefully they said the electrician be out here on Thursday. I don't even know what the day is. Well, Thursday is tomorrow. So if he gets me power, then I can mount my box, call him and get my connection. Go ahead and put my equipment in, waiting for the backhaul to come in, run the wires, and then get them connected and get these APs hot and transmitting. And then I'll start seeing who can be seen from this access point and actually get them some service. So that's pretty much it. I don't know if I'm going to put the relay on here point to point yet. I don't see why not. It's got to be up. It'll be out of my way. I don't have to have it in the back of the vehicle, so I might as well go ahead and mount it. So let's get the point to point transmitter mounted and pointed. At least that out of the way, so when I wire these I can run 3 wires up and do them all at the same time. Yeah, to put this dish on this side, the ladder was just slightly in the way, so I had to put it over there, climb on that roof, then just step right up here. Now let's get this mounted and point in that direction. Alright, I'm up on the building where the point to point is going to go. The other end of the point to point, it's hard to see. To get it in. If you look close enough in the middle of the screen, you should be able to see the dish. That's where it's coming from. Coming all the way back to this building. But I can pretty much see probably over 90% of the RVs from this building, right at the peak of the roof. Only ones I can't really get to from here is the ones behind them trees right there. But if I put the transmitter AP down on that bathhouse down there, I can shoot back up in there and I should be able to get them. But I can see pretty much all of them. As you can see, as far as you can see, you see nothing but white roofs. Then you got all these around here, and then Got all these back here. If you look right back that way, you'll see the bathhouse. I think that's, yeah, that's the bathhouse there. And I should be able to put a transmitter, put a pole somewhere right here where I'm at, and I'll be able to receive, be able to put a 120 sector, and that would get me from there all the way to here. Pretty much cover all these. I don't know how many is over here, but probably have to put 2 sectors at least just to get them all. If we start running somewhere between 50, 55, then we'll start throwing another sector up. But that sector back there will get most of this in this area. And there's a tree right here, so most likely it will interfere of getting people connected in this area to one of them APs. So I may take from here and send one out that will cover roughly right there to here, and then put another sector to go from here to all the way over to here. So I'm just pretty much 240 degrees radius to cover all these. Anybody need a RV? One's already set up. Got one for sale here. I think there's like 3 I've seen out here. It's for sale. And as you can tell, pretty much these are set up like permanent. They said they may have 1 move out per year, maybe 2, and that's about it. Somebody don't want the RV, they just put it up to sell like a house. But that's what we have. And I may put a sector on this end and point this direction, or at least a radio back there, maybe a 90 degree on that pole back there to feed some this way. Have them two to feed all that area and some partially this way, and then put another sector here that pointing out that way, a 90 degree, because 90 degree pretty much will pan all that since it's so far back away from it. Then a 120 here, then a 120 there. And if anybody behind these trees, this tree here, I can't get a good service, then I'll put a relay. I got to put a relay on that building back there anyway, because they can't get that camera to connect back in the office. It's too far away. So I'm probably going to have to do that anyway. Then all I have to do is add a AP back there if I need one, because I'm thinking I will, because there's a good half a dozen or more underneath these trees that I'm not gonna be able to get from here. So I'll have to shoot into the trees. So we'll see. It's going to be a big project. It'll take me through the summer. Keep me moving. I'm glad it did come through and get this, because the other RV parks are pretty much, it just runs itself. Hadn't really had much to do. This will keep me busy for a while there. Over 400 spots in here. Not saying to get all of them, but if I at least get half, I'll be busy. Put a big dish up here and I can feed them houses back there. Or them houses that I can see from here. Or them houses that's over here. Or the ones way on the other side of the water. I think that's the base though. Don't know. I don't think it is. But as long as I can see it, I can reach it. But this is going to be the videos I'll be making, is getting this park internet.